Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today. Sorry. So if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos as always. Let me check the sound. Sorry. So the sound seems to be good. Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Yanni. Yes, Gina, this rain yesterday was amazing. Which reminds me, I took a little video from my balcony. I need to post it. It's so beautiful. All right, it is time for us to start. Today, let's talk about another barrier that isolates us from life and real love, the idea of perfection. And of course, it goes hand in hand with our inner critic, too. This is what Sharon Salzberg writes on the subject. How do we relate to perfection? With caution. We tend to handle things we think of as perfect with reluctance, gingerly keeping our distance. Perfection is fragile. Interacting with something that seems perfect puts it in peril. Just think of a perfect cherry pie, hot from the oven. Slice it into it and watch the crust crumble. You take the first bite and it's perfect. But 3 bites later, its sweetness may already be starting to cloy. Moment to moment, perfect passes into imperfect. Perfection is a brittle state that generates a lot of anxiety because achieving and maintaining unwavering standards, whether they are internal or external, means we're always under some kind of threat. We become focused on avoiding failure, and love for the self cannot be a refuge anymore because it has become too conditional, too dependent on performance. To quote Oscar Wilde, though, it's not the perfect, but the imperfect who have need of love. And that, of course, means every single one of us. The illusion that supports perfectionism is the notion that with superior self-control, we can sustain a perfect life. But of course, this is simply impossible. So if we want to touch real love for ourselves and others, we need to shift our focus from the impossible standards of perfectionism to building up our resource of resilience. Constantly assessing things in terms of success and failure means that someone must always be at fault. On the other hand, if we practice acceptance, we give ourselves the space to realize that all our experiences, good and bad alike, are simply opportunities to learn and grow. Accepting our imperfections is freeing. This in itself is an act of love. Interestingly, though it may seem counterproductive to our inner perfectionist, recognizing our mistakes as valuable lessons instead of thinking of them as failures helps us lay the groundwork for later success. In a study of students in a neurosurgery program, a sociologist found that those who ultimately failed claimed that they rarely made mistakes, while those who succeeded not only admitted their mistakes readily, but also revealed what steps they would take to avoid repeating these mistakes in the future. So it's okay to make mistakes. We all do this. It's how we relate to them what makes a difference. And the practice of remembering our basic goodness can help us release the grip of our inner perfectionist, reminding us that even with all our quote-unquote flaws, all our imperfections, we are worthy of happiness and love. So let's do this practice together now. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. As always, let your breath be natural, soft, spacious, allowing all the experiences of the present moment to flow through you as energy without struggle. Now bring to mind one thing you have done or said recently that you feel was kind or good. Remember, it doesn't have to be newsworthy. Maybe you smiled at somebody or listened to somebody attentively. Maybe you were generous or you sat down to meditate. And remember that thinking about those things that you did that were kind, good, is not arrogant. It's nourishing and replenishing to take delight in the good that moves through all of us. So take a moment to really acknowledge that one thing you did recently that was kind, good, and send loving kindness your way. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. Now think of a quality or skill in yourself that you like or appreciate. Again, it doesn't have to be anything newsworthy, earth-shattering. Maybe it's your willingness to help others. Maybe it's your generosity. Maybe it's your ability to be calm in difficult situations. Whatever it is, once again, take a moment to acknowledge that you, in fact, possess this nice quality or skill. And send loving kindness to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And now turn your attention to the mere fact that you have an urge to be happy. Again, there is no arrogance in this. In fact, there is kindness and beauty in that wish to be happy. It is your birthright. Remember that seeking happiness is not the problem. The problem is that we often don't know where and how to find genuine happiness, and so we make mistakes and cause suffering for ourselves and others. But our pure wish to be happy is totally correct. And when we support it with mindfulness, it can become our compass, pointing us toward freedom. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And now remind yourself that everybody wants to be happy. We all have this innate wish. All sentient beings. So let's send loving kindness to all beings now. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well in body and mind. May all beings feel safe, protected, at ease. May all beings know deep, natural peace. And now gently let go of your practice. Scan your body and notice what's going on for you right now. Physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you really? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to continue reflecting on your basic goodness and enjoy whatever it is you discover about yourself. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.